Hello again, we're back for the Becoming Mentally Tougher and Healthier Essentials module. So, to begin with, what is mental health? Understanding mental health, understand the root causes of mental health struggles and, sort of reframe them as symptoms of deeper, psychological issues. So, mental health as a root cause, struggles like procrastination, lack of motivation, poor diet, overindulgence in gratification, not feeling motivated or not feeling like you want to go and strive to achieve your goals set out for the day. These are all symptoms of poor mental health. Eating bad, which is why we're going through this first before we get into the workout and nutrition plans, because if you don't have a good mental health space, then it's going to make it extremely harder for yourself to stick to good nutrition and working out consistently. So, yeah, improving mental health will naturally reduce all these symptoms that I explained. So, struggles like procrastinating, instead of doing what needs to be done, you're leaving it to last second. So you could have like a big paper due at, I don't know, 10 p.m., but you had a whole week to do it. Instead, you started till, 9 p.m. That's when you start it. Give yourself an hour. It's the same with going to the gym. It's like, I'll go and, work out later in the day because, right now I don't particularly feel like it. It could be 10 a.m. Perfect time for you to go. But, don't really feel like it that much now. I'll just go at like 3 p.m. And then what happens? Your weightlifting session comes at 3. What do you do? Oh, I'll go at like 6 maybe. I'll eat dinner and then I'll go. So you eat dinner and then what happens? Oh, it's getting a bit late now. I'll probably just go tomorrow. And then the cycle repeats itself. So keep that in mind. Mental health dictates choices. So your mental health influences the decisions you make daily. When your mental health is poor, you're more likely to make unhealthy choices. Example, junk food. Sorry. Skipping the gym. These are all symptoms of, lack of good mental health space. And by improving your mental health, you'll automatically start to make these better decisions. You'll feel like a need to go. Like you'll feel bad if you don't go, and to sort of satisfy that feeling, you go anyway. So, and the role of the modern world does not help this either. Modern habits like excessive screen time on phones and lack of sunlight and poor sleep schedules, it all contributes to pretty poor mental health. And these habits will keep you stuck in a cycle of low energy. So very low energy. So your energy levels are meant to be boom through the roof, like it just keeps going up. But then with poor mental health, poor mental, your energy levels are like this. maybe this. When you change this around to good mental, instantly. So keep that in mind, and you will continue. Actionable steps for this. So, taking a mental health assessment. I recommend this because it'll give you a baseline understanding for your mental health scores, so like depression, anxiety, and it will actually tell you if you do have these, because some people go through life with depression and anxiety without actually realizing, and they just think that's how life is. So definitely do a test, and whatever scores you get, by the end of this module, you will have the knowledge and the goal to reduce whatever score you got. And you want to do this over the next couple of weeks, and just by following all the tips and information that I provide in this module. So reframing your struggles. So write down all the symptoms that you currently are facing right now that's stopping you from achieving what you want to achieve. So this could be procrastination, overeating, like lack of discipline, like lack of drive, lack of ambition, all those sort of things. So write down all of those, and then acknowledge that these are symptoms of poor mental health. So the root problem is poor mental health for these issues. So all you need to do is not focus on fixing these individual things. Don't think about what can I do to fix procrastination only. You want to be improving your mental health as a whole, because procrastination, overeating, lack of discipline, they'll all improve your ambition, everything. So commit to improving your mental health over the next couple of weeks, and your goal is to, halve whatever your depression, anxiety scores were, at least half them, get them as low as possible. Even if you lower them a little bit, it's still better. So focus on lowering it. All right. Gratitude as a foundation for mental health. I found gratitude really actually helped me a lot. And to cultivate gratitude as a daily practice to improve well-being. This is what we want to get to. So, gratitude as a scientific tool. Gratitude is not just a feel-good concept. It's actually a, scientifically proven way to increase happiness. So it's been proven to improve happiness by literally just writing down a couple things you're grateful for, that you're happy for. So what it does is it forces your brain to, focus on positive thoughts, which reduces negative thoughts and improves mental health. So if you're writing down only about like happy things, like things you're grateful for in your life, and there's no negative or good. Sorry, this is hard. All good thoughts. If it's just all good thoughts, and you're consistently thinking about the things you're grateful for, good things in your life, positive things in your life, it's not going to have room for negative. So that'll be out of the equation. And eventually you'll get to a state where, it'll just reduce the negative emotions that you feel quite a bit, and will improve your mental health. So what you can do is gratitude journaling. So write down things you're grateful for to help you, internalize positive feelings and experiences, because it will rewire your brain to focus on the good in your life rather than the bad. So what I do is I have you can see right up there, it's a whiteboard. I basically have all my goals and, my checklist for each day, what I need to do in each day I check off. But I also have a section on the board that is for gratitude. So I basically have 5 things. I have I am, and then no, I am grateful for, and then I'll basically just fill in each thing every day and just, read it in my mind as I'm filling it out. Like, I'm grateful for, my parents. I'm grateful for the sacrifices they made. I'm grateful for, grass. You could literally say anything. And by just doing that, it significantly increases the amount of like happiness you can feel. Like, suddenly, after writing down, I'm happy, I'm grateful for grass, you can go outside and go sit down on some grass, and you'll be like, oh, actually, I'm kind of grateful for grass, because it feels nice, and it's like a nice like green, like, it's just a positive thing, even though there's nothing technically special about grass. Writing that you're grateful for it and framing your brain in a way that grass is a positive thing just makes it positive, not really, even though it's something that great. So yeah, that's something just to think about. So another thing that's something you need to follow is expressing your gratitude to others. So this is extremely important, because this actually, when I followed this, it made a huge difference. So sending gratitude messages to friends or family strengthens relationships and boosts your own happiness. This is huge. Like, it makes such a difference, because gratitude is contagious. It is contagious. And when you express it to others, they are more likely to reciprocate it back to you and to others around them as well. So it was really important, because, you never really understand up until a certain age that you're grateful for, and you understand the sacrifices that your parents have had to have made for however many years, right? You kind of just, in your teens, younger years, you kind of just go by going like, oh yeah, I'm spoiled, and I don't understand, I just play all my video games, and you don't really take a notice of the hours that your parents are putting into the jobs that they don't actually want to work. And by making them feel loved and appreciated for this grind and this work that they've been consistently doing for a long time since you were born, by expressing your thank yous and your gratitude, it actually, like, it will make it sort of pay off in their head. Like, they'll become so much happier and so much more like fulfilled, because it is quite literally just contagious. Same thing with friends. Look, I'm not a person that expresses my feelings quite a lot, especially gratitude. So for me, it got to a point where I would express it to a friend. I'd just randomly say, "Oh, hey, I just wanted to say I'm thankful for you, and I appreciate you being in my life." And they literally come back and they're like, "Dude, are you okay?" It's like, it got to the point where, they haven't really heard me talk about being thankful and good things in my life, that they were worried about me, in the sense that, I could be sad or ending my life, etc. So yes, making sure you're in a good mental space and expressing gratitude, one of the best things you can do. Now, the actionable steps for this. So, right now, send a gratitude message. So, pick one person in your contact list, send them a message expressing gratitude. For example, hey, and his name or her name, I just wanted to say how grateful I am for your support. You've been such a positive influence in my life, and I really appreciate you. Do this daily for 2 weeks. So I want you right now, grab your phone or get up, pause this video, go say it to your siblings or your parents. Go say hi. I just want to say how grateful I am for your support, and you've been such a positive influence in my life, and I really appreciate you. So pause the video now, do that now. So I expect you've done it by now, and if you have, you probably felt quite good doing it. It was kind of like maybe a bit like a nerve-wracking when it came to it, but afterwards it's kind of like a serotonin, right? It feels good after, because you know that you've made them feel better, and you kind of made their day. So it's good. And now, second point, starting a gratitude journal. So I have the form. This form is the whiteboard for me. You can have it a whiteboard. You can have it as a book, because in a book, that way if you get like a little notebook, you just write them down every day. You don't like rub them out, because I have to rub them out with a whiteboard. So I would actually recommend a journal, because you can go back and see all the things you've been grateful for. So I'd recommend that. And every day, just write down 3 to 5 things you're grateful for. Examples are, I'm grateful for the sunny weather today. I'm grateful for my health and ability to exercise. I'm grateful for my family's love and support. Just be specific and like detailed in what you're actually being grateful for. Don't just say, I'm grateful for being happy. So yeah, but what are you happy? Like, what are you grateful that you're happy about? So, lastly, make a gratitude habit. So, choose a consistent time each day to practice gratitude. Example, first thing in the morning or before bed. Stick to this routine for at least 2 weeks to see the benefits. So in summary, because this is really important, send the gratitude message to someone every single day for 2 weeks. Write down 3 to 5 things you're grateful for every day. And make sure that you make it a habit. Make sure you make it a habit, because it makes it easier to do it every day. When you just get in the habit of doing it, just do it as soon as you wake up. Just have your notebook on your side table, have a pen next to it. When you wake up, open it, boom, instantly write down what you're grateful for. That way you start your day with, positive emotions, positive things to think about. So yeah, do that. Do not skip out on this part. This is one of the most important parts. Now, mindfulness and meditation. So, develop mindfulness and presence through meditation and reduce mindlessness caused by modern distractions. So, mindfulness versus mindlessness. Mindfulness is the ability to focus on the present moment without distraction. Mindlessness is the opposite. It's being lost in thought, distracted, or unaware of your surroundings. So this could be, a common thing that I used to suffer from is daydreaming. So in school, I was known as a big daydreamer. So I was just, I was being lost in thought and distracted and unaware, and I wasn't actually getting the work done. I wasn't getting what I needed to do done, versus having that strong ability to, keep focus on that present thing, even if it's something that is boring, like school. The ability to focus on it with insane, like laser focus, without distraction from people next to you, your peers, that's a really good skill to have. And it is really important in, developing your mind as a tool for focus and success. So the impact of smartphones on this obviously has made it so it's a lot harder for kids nowadays. So apps like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts train your body to focus for only seconds at a time. Because Instagram Reels, TikToks, you watch it for a few seconds, boom, swipe. Next thing, spiked your dopamine for like 2 seconds, boom, swipe, gone. So it's literally training your brain in the opposite way to pretty much just, as soon as you get that hit of, nice, you're gone. You're next. So this makes it extremely hard to focus on things that aren't dopaminergic or things that spike your interest. Because think about it, right? Whenever you've scrolled on TikTok, if you go onto a TikTok that instantly looks boring or that you don't want to watch, you instantly swipe away. That's because it's not dopaminergic. It's not something interesting or that would spike you or like, ooh. So it heavily reduces your ability to concentrate and will increase anxiety big time. So a way to, kind of work against the modern impact of these apps and smartphones is to meditate. Meditation. It's a tool for mindfulness. How it helps is meditation helps your brain to train to focus on one thing. So, for example, your breath, and bring your attention back when it wanders. What this does is it strengthens your ability to stay present and reduce your overthinking. So actionable steps on this is reducing your smartphone usage. So limit the times you spend on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, delete the apps off your phone, because what are they contributing to? Unless you work on those apps and it's your job, then there's no reason for you to be on any of these apps. So replace short form content with long form educational videos or podcasts. Trust me, this makes a huge difference. Plus the amount of information that you pick up and learn just randomly and out of nowhere, like you'll start knowing the most random things about the most random topics just by watching more longer form educational videos instead of just indulging in, brain rot like skivvy TikToks and garbage like that. Like that does not need to be in your brain. So practicing meditation daily is important. You can do this by many ways. You can use a guided meditation video to get started. So you just search up on YouTube guided meditation, 10 minutes or 15 minutes or 30 minutes or an hour, depending on how long you can go for. You'll eventually, if you can get up to an hour, you've successfully become an elite meditator. So the framework for meditation is focusing on your breath. So you sit completely still. You focus on your breathing. And when your mind eventually, you notice your mind eventually starts to wander off on random topics or, lose focus, you have to then notice this. So you have to notice that you've on a random topic in your brain, you're thinking about not your breath anymore. This is when it comes to step 3. You have to bring your attention back to your breathing from whatever you're thinking about, back to your breathing, and you focus it back to breathe in, breathe out. As you're breathing, focus on that. And basically every time you do this, you bring your focus back to your breathing, that's 1 rep, you could say. because you're strengthening your mindfulness every time you do that. So you can treat it as an exercise, because your mind will wander at some point, unless you've gotten to a stage where you're really trained to stay focused. Because in today's society, even me, it's damaged my ability to focus. So when I meditate, I do lose focus quite a bit whenever I'm focusing on my breath. 1 minute I'm focusing on my breath, the next minute I'm thinking about bloody how to fit tires to wheels, and how to, put a strut brace in a bloody car, and what torque setting I should be tightening it to. I'll notice that, bring it back to my breathing. So it's as simple as that, really. You just breathe. And then, mind oh my god wanders. Mind wanders. Notice. Notice this, then bring it back. 1 rep. Do this for 5 minutes when you're starting out, then go up to 10, 15, 20. The goal is to get from that to 60. If you can get to 60, you have officially achieved the maximum benefits of meditation. So once you're consistently meditating for an hour a day, you're becoming unstoppable, an unstoppable force of nature. That is how that works. So when you can do this is before bed. So lie on your floor with no pillow and follow a guided meditation. You don't have to follow a guided meditation. You can just lie on your floor and then just think on your breathing. So just think, close your eyes, and as you breathe in, go breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out every time you breathe. And set a timer for however long you can do it for in the beginning, because it'll be lower, because it'll be harder to keep focus and be able to just sit there or lie there on the floor and not be doing anything entertaining. So the reason to do this before bed is, it makes you more relaxed, reduces your heart rate, and it will improve your sleep quality. So it's a 2-in-1. It increases your sleep quality, plus you're gaining mindfulness points. Okay. So setting challenges and entering flow states. So what is a flow state? So a flow state is a mental state where you're fully immersed in a task, losing track of time, and you feel like you're being productive, you're doing, good work, a good use of time. And you could say I'm in a flow state right now as we speak, because all I'm thinking about is, giving you guys the best value on this course. Now, flow states are triggered by challenging tasks that match your skill level. So that means things that are extremely hard to think about, or things that are hard to figure out. It really you kind of start having fun in a way. It's sort of like it no longer becomes difficult. It just becomes, kind of more, figuring this out. I'm sitting here until I'm figuring it out, and you don't even realize that anything else is happening around you. It's like it's like whenever, if you've ever played video games, it's like when you're in the zone and you're just like having fun playing it. You're like, you're going full hardcore mode and you're killing everyone, you're winning the games. You don't even realize like how much time's going past, but you're locked in. Like you're just, you know, winning everything, winning every game. It's kind of the same thing, but with business. It kind of becomes fun, and when you get to a task that matches your skill level, that's as hard as you can, process, it kind of becomes like a fun game that you have to try and challenge yourself to figure out, and it does level you up. So the role of challenges is, setting challenges. For example, finishing a book, running 10Ks. It gives you a clear goal to focus on. And what these do is increases your testosterone levels, boosts confidence, reduces negative thoughts. Because if you actually finish a book in a week or a day, when usually you might even never have finished a book before, you might never have finished a book in a week, it's a goal, a challenge that you've just completed. You've leveled up. And same with running 10Ks. Running 10Ks is a challenge. Especially if you're just like an average person, running 10Ks out of the book is hard. It's not easy. I could run 5Ks straight, but running 10Ks straight, nah. It would take some time. That is a challenge that even I would struggle with. So that would get you kind of in a flow state, and if you actually finish a task like that, you'll be just so hype. You'll be like, damn, I just ran 10Ks. That's crazy. And you can go like boast it to the other people around you, like, oh mom, I just ran 10Ks without stopping, those sort of things. But oh, well done, Jimmy, you did so well. So yeah, becoming your own authority. So instead of relying on external motivation, e.g. teachers, bosses, set your own challenges and hold yourself accountable. You have to rely on yourself to be able to do these things yourself, because other people, don't understand yourself to the point that you do. And setting challenges that you can be extremely happy with if you completed will be, and it's something that you're happy with doing along the way. If it's like, oh, your boss has given you like get like 10 clients and I'll pay you like $200. It's like, bruh. It's like, what? I don't know, I want to do that. Like running 10Ks would be more of an achievement than that, but those are things that aren't on your skill level either. So that's kind of what it's about. So set a weekly challenge. Choose a challenge that excites you. I'll finish reading this book by the end of the week, or I'll run 10Ks this week. So right now, I want you to set a challenge for yourself by the end of the week to complete. Obviously, if it's like Sunday, then that's rough. You got to go do it now. So see you later. Other than that, yeah, just set a challenge that you think would be on your skill level to be able to complete, and just go do it. Just think of something, write down your challenge, and track your progress daily. Track whether you were able to complete it, what kind of steps. You don't have to complete it off the bat. Like, you can work up to it. If it's the 10K, you can start by doing 5K, work up to a 5K, and then eventually, get to the 10K. Once you can do the 10K, there you go. So enter a flow state, break your challenge into smaller, manageable tasks. Focus on one task at a time, eliminating distractions. So turning off your phone. So in terms of work, so for me right now, making this guide, so I won't be able to just complete every single module within 10 minutes, right? I have to break it into smaller tasks that I can do in certain time periods that I set for myself. So recording this video, I set this to be done at 6 in the morning to complete up until 7 or 8. So this allows me to focus only on this, have my phone turned off on airplane mode, and literally the only focus at the moment is this video. So it's sort of like that. And reflecting on your progress at the end of the week, review your progress. Did you complete your challenges? What did you learn? Set a new challenge for the following week. Okay, physical health and mental health. So you need to understand the connection between physical health and mental health and implement habits that will improve both. So the 3 pillars of physical health. So diet, exercise, sleep. Eating single ingredients, whole meals. It'll improve your gut health and in turn improve your energy levels, how you feel day to day. You won't feel as bloated, inflamed. You'll feel a lot more energized and be able to do a lot more focus, and it'll just in turn improve mental health, because gut health is linked to mental health. So improving your gut health by reducing all the processed garbage, all the sugars, the things that aren't great for your gut, and making sure you limit soft drink, because this does affect acidity levels in your stomach and can affect gut health. So make sure your gut health is a priority, because it is linked to mental health, and having good mental health is what we want. So exercise, regular physical activity, it will boost mood, reduce anxiety, and increase energy throughout your day. So a lot of people think, if you go and work out first thing in the morning before work, that it'll make the rest of your day, it's so sluggish and tired and unenergized. It's actually the opposite. It actually boosts your energy. Your muscles will be more fatigued. So if you've got a physical, laborious job, you might want to work out after or not do it in the morning. But if you have more of like a, desk office job, working out in the morning actually boosts your mood, gets you in a high energy state, and will make you more enthusiastic, more energized, happier, and that sort of will start to rub off on your co-workers, stuff like that. So sleep. Quality sleep is essential for mental clarity, emotional regulation, and overall well-being. So this is one of the most important things when it comes to mental health and, your quality of your days, your energy levels, all that. Sleep is extremely important, because I think a lot of people overlook it, right? But in that being said, there are different types of sleep users, right? There's different categories of people for sleep. There's some people that, like a warrior types, that can sleep like barely any hours, like 5 to 6, and that's their optimal. Like if they sleep more than that, they become a bit sluggish, and they kind of don't work as well compared to if they're running on a little bit less. They're a bit more of a warrior. That's sort of like a genetic thing, whereas there's some people that then work better on 8 to 9 hours, and the average being 7, 8, 9 hours. I would try to figure out what your type is. So if you're a person listening to this that needs to kind of get into a good state of mind and kind of learn how to work out your nutrition, how to fix your mental health issues, and boost your testosterone levels, then you might be just like a normal type of sleep. So just 8, 9. If you're a warrior type, you probably already know this, that when you get lower amounts of sleep, you actually feel more energized and more awake. So just try and experiment with it and understand what type of sleep, type you are. And understanding this is quite good because you can play your sleep around it. But don't mess around with sleep. Make sure you're getting enough because it's extremely important for brain function, body function, everything. So the gut-brain connection. Your gut is often called the second brain because it produces neurotransmitters like serotonin, which does regulate mood. So this is what I was talking about earlier with the diet. So eating processed foods damages your microbiome, leading to poor mental health. So basically, it's kind of the similar thing with sleep, right? You're gonna give your brain a bunch of sleep in order to, make your brain optimized and like work at its most optimized level, be able to have, good energy levels. You want to do the same for your gut. You want to feed your gut the right foods and the right, have the right microbiome because it's like a second brain. Yeah, you might be getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep, right? You might be getting good sleep, but then you're eating a bunch of processed garbage like chips and these like protein bars that say 9 grams of protein but it's actually have like 58 ingredients on the back of them and is stuffing your stomach with a bunch of bad things. So keep in mind that to have good mental health you also need to treat your second brain, which is your gut. So the importance of sleep. Sleep deprivation increases anxiety, depression, and irritability. So a consistent sleep schedule and proper wind-down routine are crucial for quality sleep. So doing the meditation as we talked earlier, that helps. And making sure that you're consistently going to sleep at the same time. A variance of even 10 minutes in sleep, like the time you go to sleep and wake up, can have quite a huge effect on your sleep quality. So making sure you set a time to go to sleep each night. Set a time to start your wind down. So this could be 8:30, you start wind down, turn off screens, blue light, everything, brush your teeth, do the things you need to do before you go to sleep, do your meditation, and then hop into bed at 9. Make sure you're in and sleeping, trying to sleep by 9. Do that every single day. And that'll be the most benefit and good sleep consistency you'll be having, along with sleep quality. So, consistency. All right, actionable steps. Improving your diet. Replace processed foods with single ingredient meals, potatoes, broccoli, salmon, steak, beef, eggs, stuff like that. Cook your own meals whenever possible to avoid hidden sugars and additives. This is extremely important. It's really simple. Just go to the supermarket, buy a steak, buy beef mince, eggs, like just potatoes, broccoli, good carbs, which we'll go more into in the nutrition modules. But yes, cooking your own meals, staying away from hidden sugars, additives, artificial sugars, like those sort of things, stay away. Exercising regularly. Yes, exercise regularly. Aim for at least 3 to 5 workouts per week, combining resistance training and cardio. The workout guide section gives more into depth. Yeah. Incorporate outdoor activities like running or cycling to get sunlight and fresh air. So, with sleep as well, so some sleep tips here. Get morning sunlight within 30 minutes of waking up to regulate your circadian rhythm. So this is quite important. I do this every morning. It actually has improved my sleep quite a bit, like it was a noticeable impact. So going to bed and waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends, wind down before bed, lying on the floor and meditating for 40 minutes. It's as simple as that. And another thing is, as well as getting sunlight 30 minutes of within waking, you also should get some sunlight in the afternoon. Just before the sun sets, go get some sunlight in your eyes. That'll also help with setting your body in preparation of sleeping. So social connection and loneliness. So we want to improve our mental health by building and maintaining meaningful social connections. So loneliness has quite an impact. So loneliness is detrimental to health as much as sleep deprivation is. A lack of social connection increases the risk of depression, anxiety, and other mental health issues. Social skills as a learnable skill. Social skills are like a video game skill. They can be leveled up through practice. You need to start with simpler steps like making eye contact and just smiling at strangers. A thing I like to do with this is just smile throughout your day and force a smile. Like just smile like that. Even though you might not be happy, just walk around and be like, because it's actually, it's kind of a funny thing because doing this actually can make you more happy instantly in the moment. Like I remember walking to the gym one time and I just randomly, there was nothing special about that day. It was just a normal, morning day. I was walking to the gym and then I was thinking about this exact thing about just smiling, even though, there's nothing to smile about, but just smiling anyway. Like, it sort of just got me happy. It made me happy. It's like, damn, yeah, this is a nice day. I'm walking to the gym. I have the freedom, and I'm working on myself by working out, leveling up my skills, my muscles. It sort of just makes you happy. So make more eye contact and just start smiling. That's as simple as it is. The importance of being needed. So feeling needed by others, friends, family, community, increases your sense of purpose and fulfillment. This is actually quite an important one because helping others improves your mental health. So this is what a thing that it's like with dads whenever someone has like a guy has a kid or something like that. They kind of get that, everyone talks about that dad mode or that they become a dad with all these like special abilities. It's actually just being needed by another being or another person. Like when you have a child, you're then needed by that child. You're the father and protector and provider, and it literally instantly gives you a sense of purpose and fulfillment because what do you have to do? You have to provide everything you can, protect this baby that you've just given birth to. It makes sense. And you might have gone throughout your life, not really having this feeling of being needed by others. So it kind of, you don't really realize, and people don't understand that it's not just becoming a dad that gives you these powers. It's just being needed by others. So having people in your life that are dependent on you for you to provide something to them, or you're sort of, making sure that there's something that you're making sure they're getting, or you're working towards something that's helping them. It's a purpose and fulfillment type of thing. So it's like, for example, if you're in my situation, it could be retiring your parents. If I retire my parents, make enough money, I can then make them stop working, and then they're reliant on me to give them money. So it's kind of like a purpose and fulfillment thing. So if you get to a stage where you have people relying on you, and it's the same thing, like I have a younger brother and he relies on me to kind of steer him in the right direction, especially in the gym, it's quite motivating. So yeah, just try to help people and provide value to people around you because helping others does improve mental health. So actionable skills. Level up your social skills. Practice making eye contact and smiling at strangers. And initiate conversations with cashiers, baristas, or people in your gym. It's that easy. Just randomly walking by a person, just, look at them in the eyes and just smile. This simple thing as well makes it so much easier to like approach women as well. So it's it's really simple, like going up to a guy as well, and going up to a guy in the gym. Oh, hey bro, you're looking huge, bro. Can you tell me your secrets to working out? You might even literally learn something valuable by doing that. Oh yeah, bro. On a big mistake that people always make is on the lat pull down. They kind of sit all the way in with their legs like tucked on the pads. When you actually want to sit back a bit, keep the pads on your knees, and then kind of stretch through your lats up as you go up. You know, that's an example, but you could, learn something, and it's quite valuable. So, joining a community. So this community. Joining a Discord server or local meetup group to connect with like-minded people. So if you join this group, check this off the list. You've done this. You're now in a group of like-minded, connected individuals, and just go and talk to them and, have conversations about mental health, whatever, like working out, nutrition, testosterone, see what they're doing that you could be doing differently. If they have knowledge, there's plenty of value that will be provided in this group. So participate in group activities, discussions to build relationships. So when we do like meetups and stuff, just participate in that, come along, and it'll be a huge benefit to you. Become the friend you want to have. So focus on being supportive, kind, and engaging in conversations. Ask questions about others' interests and listen carefully and actively. So right now, I want you to think about if you could have a friend or one of your current friends, if you could make them the picture perfect friend for you, what they would do for you, how they would, what their actions would be, would they message you every day to check how you are, just things like that. I want you to write those things down on what your friend you would like your friend to kind of be to you. And once you've written those things down, do those things yourself to that friend. What you'll notice is they'll become a lot more appreciating of you, and they actually might reciprocate the same things that you do towards them. So it's basically like a win-win. You become a better friend for them, and they will in turn become a better friend for you, because chances are you aren't treating your friends as great as you would want to be treated by your friends. So just think about it. So yeah, be the friend that you want to have. That's as simple as that. So nature, sunlight, and adventure. This is a fun topic. Reconnecting with nature and adventure to improve mental health. So the benefits of nature. Spending time in nature reduces stress, improves mood, and broadens your perspective and outlook on life. So nature helps you disconnect from modern distractions and reconnect with yourself. So I found this because I have a foresty creek area at the bottom where I live near me. So I always just go down there and just walk through there, sit there, just kind of stand there and just take in the whole environment, because it's a really nice like place to be in, amongst trees, like flowing water, bushes. Like it's really nice, especially in early mornings when it's like cold and it's still like like cold air, like frosty a bit. It's really just great to just sit there and stand there and just acknowledge the beauty. So I instantly noticed the mental health improvement that it has on me personally whenever I go and stand there. It's huge. So if you have any foresty areas near you, go and try and find naturist places near you and just go spend some time in them each day. It's not that hard. Just go spend in it for like 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It'll benefit you quite a lot. Now, the role of sunlight. Sunlight exposure boosts testosterone, improves mood, and regulates your circadian rhythm. So you get vitamin D, and vitamin D is a crucial vitamin for your body in producing testosterone. If you don't get that much sun each day, then you will have symptoms of lower testosterone, lower drive, and it will actually reduce your mental health. So we spoke about this earlier. Morning sunlight is especially important for setting your internal clock. So we know that. The power of adventure. So adventure, exploring new places, climbing trees, triggers a sense of excitement and flow. So just doing things that you were doing as a kid that you stopped doing when you got older, just go and start do these things again. And like run through the rain and, you know, go climb some trees and explore through the wilderness and some bushes and go bush bashing and stuff like that. It's all just fun, and go explore new places you haven't been before. Like I'm sure there's places in your current local area that you haven't even explored yet. So go and explore it, because adventuring helps you break out of your comfort zone, and you'll experience new things. You'll be like, oh damn, that's something I haven't seen before, even though it's like right here in my town. So actionable steps are spending time outdoors daily. Aim for at least 20 minutes outdoors each time a day, preferably in nature and in sunlight. Go for a walk, run, or bike ride in a park or forest. It's as simple as that. Getting morning sunlight. Within 30 minutes of waking up, go outside and get sunlight on your skin and eyes. If you cannot do this, try and get some artificial versions of this. So if you have like a lamp or something that's like kind of like sunlight color alike, so something that's has like a hue of sunlight, try like looking into it. That can like also kind of wake you up. It's not going to give you the same effect of vitamin D, all that sort of stuff. So you'll still want to go outside and get the sun, but looking into light is just beneficial for when waking up. And avoid wearing sunglasses as well, and looking through windows when you're trying to look in sunlight. Just straight sun directly to the eyes. Don't obviously look at the sun, but look in the general like area around to where it doesn't hurt your eyes, but you're still getting like sunlight in and sun on your skin. So embracing adventure. Go on a long distance run or walk with a focus on exploration. Try childhood activities like climbing a tree or jumping over puddles. So puddle. Hey. Boom, that's you. That is a puzzle. That's a puddle. Just boom, jump over. Done. That's all you need to do. Or a tree. Go climb it. Just climb it. Simple as that. Just go walk in nature. So, kindness and generosity. We're coming towards the end here, but there's still a few more to go. So, improve mental health by practicing kindness and generosity. So, the science of kindness. Studies have shown that spending money on others increases happiness more than spending it on yourself. This is true. We all know it. Acts of kindness release a chemical called oxytocin, which is the love hormone, which boosts mood and reduces stress. So being kind, obviously don't spend all your money on people. Just, take your friends out once in a while if you can afford it. Just some lunches or some dinners, or go shout them in an activity like golf or anything, bowling, and just be kind towards them, and this will work wonders. The role of purpose. Helping others gives you a sense of purpose and fulfillment. Being needed by others increases your self-worth and confidence. Yeah. So purpose is important. The ripple effect of kindness. Kindness is contagious. When you help others, they're more likely to help someone else. So small acts of kindness can have a big impact on your community, which is why replying to people in the community and being an active part of the community is important, because it kind of works on top of everyone. Like, everyone gets affected by it. So, actionable steps: spend money on others. Spend a small amount of money, $5, on a gift for a friend, take them out to dinner, go do an activity, stuff like that. Examples: buy a coffee for a coworker or donate to a charity. It's simple. Volunteer your time. Dedicate time to helping others, whether through volunteering or supporting friends. Examples: help a friend move, tutor a student, volunteer at a local shelter. Reflect on your impact. So at the end of each week, reflect on how your acts of kindness made you feel. Write down your experiences in your gratitude journal. So I'm grateful for helping this shelter. I'm grateful for taking my friends out to this. Okay. Trauma and complex PTSD. So, understand and address trauma and complex PTSD as a barrier to mental health. So, what is trauma? Trauma is a significant, dangerous experience that changes you forever. Examples: physical abuse, car accidents, childhood neglect. Complex PTSD is a result from repeated traumatic incidents, often in childhood. This could include hypervigilance, anxiety, negative self-beliefs. Healing from this can be addressed through therapy, self-help practices, gratitude, and reframing your trauma as a source of strength, and can aid healing. Now, obviously, if you have trauma and complex PTSD, definitely go consult yourself with a therapist, because they will give you the best results for PTSD and trauma. So, seek therapy. Consider therapy like EMDR or CBT to process traumatic experiences. Look for a licensed therapist who specializes in trauma. Practice gratitude. Write down how trauma has shaped you into the person you are today. Focus on the strengths and resilience you gained from your experiences. Focus on physical health. Improve your diet, exercise, and sleep to reduce symptoms of trauma. Use the bottom-up approach, body-focused, to heal your mind. So working out your body in order to heal your mind. So, final integration and lifelong sort of maintenance of all these sort of habits and, mental health benefits. So, to integrate all the lessons above from this module and create a sustainable plan for lifelong mental health, good mental health. So, key concepts: mental health as a lifelong journey. Mental health is not a one-time fix. It requires ongoing effort and maintenance, just like the gym. Consistency in habits, gratitude, mindfulness, exercise, etc. is key to long-term success. So doing these for not just a week or a day, doing it for as long as you possibly can consistently. The importance of reflection. Regularly reflect on your progress and adjust your habits as needed, depending on how they are affecting you and how easy it is to, complete them. So, you need to celebrate your wins and learn from your setbacks. So your small wins, like even just, doing your gratitude or meditating, celebrate it as a win, because you'll benefit and you're improving yourself. And the setbacks that you have, so days that you might have not done it, or you've missed out on a bunch of the habits, or you've kind of slacked, being a bit slack, learn from your setbacks and why it's happening. Like, why are these setbacks happening? Building a support system. Surround yourself with supportive friends, family, and communities. So this community you're in right now will have a support system, and connect with people within this community to keep yourself accountable, and just reach out. Put a post in saying, I need to be held accountable, help me. Simple as that. Share your journey with others to stay accountable and motivated. So you can put in posts on how your journey is going, give people updates in the community so they can learn as well from your experiences, right? So actionable steps: create a daily routine. So create a daily routine through all the action steps that's been in this module, and incorporate gratitude, meditation, exercise, time in nature, adventure, etc. into a daily routine. Set it out. Give each thing a specific time in each routine, in each day. Stick to this routine for at least 2 weeks and you will see benefits. Trust me. No matter what, you will see benefits. Set long-term goals. Write down your long-term goals for personal growth and community contribution. Break these goals into smaller, actionable steps. So yeah, figure out what your long-term goals are for your mental health and personal growth, and break it down into smaller steps that you can sort of complete first as you work up to completing the, longer term goals. Reassess your mental health. So once it's been 2 weeks, you've incorporated a daily routine with all of these. Revisit the mental health assessment that you took and see what your results are and track your progress. Write down in like a journal or write it down somewhere what you've been doing that and what your score is, and do this every few months in order to track your progress. Eventually you want to get to extremely healthy levels, like extremely healthy mental health. So based on your results, and if it sort of didn't really improve in a month or didn't really, go that well in a month, it sort of like got set back, adjust your habits and routine based on these results and kind of figure out what is happening. Now, final notes. All of the information I have given above is all aimed at creating a great mental health space for yourself. This needs to be the top first priority, as sticking to the gym with great mental health and good nutrition will be easy. Following proper nutrition and not indulging in junk food and sugar is directly linked to good mental health. People with poor mental health all suffer with poor eating, and as a result worsens, as diet is very important in well-being and life in general for feeling good, as we talked about in gut health. So make sure you create this daily routine with everything in it, and if you need some help, make up a post. I can help you. On to the next module.